want to see a little bit more from him. Maybe we've got just setting him higher standards because of the player he is and the career that he's had. I know under Kieran McKenna, it's all about kind of do your job, don't sort of get too carried away. And he was playing that sort of holding midfield role, and it was meant to be Kiyusta that's more of the 8 that was getting forward. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know what I'm expecting from Kalvin Phillips, but we've not seen the best of him yet. He's just not. Maybe he just needs a run of games, but it's just not happening, is it? Again, he's not available on Sunday. There's just been little injuries and suspensions and things along the way that have held him back, and we're over halfway through the season now, and you're starting to wonder whether it is going to all come together for him. But he was fine, no better, no worse. I would probably be my verdict on him. But what have you boys made of Kalvin?
I think it's entirely fair to hold him to that high standard, Stu, given the pedigree of the player and what he's done already in his career. I think he has to be held to a really high standard. And as you say, for me, it feels exactly like that. It's just never really got going, has it? He had that period where he had to wait before he played, and then he got into the side and he played really well against Aston Villa. Then there was the red card against Leicester, wasn't there, and an injury, and it's been sort of stop-start. He didn't play very well at West Ham, I remember. And he's never really just been able to establish himself, has he? And that coupled with the fact that Kiyusta has been so good, I think has affected him as well. And for me, you maybe have to say, given that Morsey was benched last night, Kiyusta might be right at the top of the pecking order now in terms of Town's best midfielder. Maybe he is now undroppable. I don't know. Any thoughts on this, Rossi?
Yeah, he's not been a world beater this season yet for Kalvin Phillips. But yeah, I'm sure he's just not had that run of games. Maybe that's what he needs. But when it's the Premier League and you've got other players in front of you, you may not get that run of games. So I don't think it's like a failure in terms of a loan spell. Some people go, oh, maybe we should just let him go back to Man City. But we'll see how it gets on. And I think it will be a crucial player to have in this squad for the rest of the season in terms of, that experience of the Premier League. But yeah, he just needs that run of games, and hopefully he can get that. But now obviously he's going to miss the Man City game, and then do you then keep Moores in use for the Liverpool game, and then next game? So we shall see.
I suppose players like that with that background, that history, that pedigree, you kind of occasionally want them to kind of grab games by the scruff of the neck, don't you, and sort of be all things to all people, which we certainly haven't seen so far from him.